all round.
GG. This is definitely like one of those fireworks kind of a matches. You know how like this for like a Street Fighter fan, I feel like this is equivalent of like shaking a pair of keys in front of a baby. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you have something shiny and interesting and you just put it in front of their faces and they're like, whoa. But Cammy, another character that NuckleDu plays of the 7 he named earlier.
Yeah, I was going to say that this is a much more favorable matchup for Du, and he definitely doesn't maintain 7 different characters just so that he can only play fair 5-5 matchups.
No, yeah, probably the better matchup choice here. We mentioned that Strider was fortunate to deal with the Cammies that he had to play against the other day, and now has to play with one in this top 8. And this is a matchup that I like NuckleDu picking because, you know, we talk about how consistent the anti-airs are for a character like G against most characters, and this is somebody who can give him, you know, kind of the exception to that with the jump dive kicks and her early jump medium punch and other stuff that she has.
I mean, he's a really tall character, so he can somewhat walk forward and block a lot of situations, but if she does get in and she's plus, it's very, very difficult for G to get her off. She's going to get 3 turns, and even though he does have that great crouch and light punch interruption, there needs to be a big enough gap for him to fit that in.
Yeah.
And Cammy's not often putting big delays in range. She doesn't need to.
She's doing medium, 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 and you're just like, well, what's going to happen here?
But of course, she does only have 900 health, 900 stun, so if she does get touched, she is going to explode in shower of sparks.
It's definitely what makes this matchup one of those matchups where you look at Cammy and you're like, well, she has great approach options, she can keep herself plus, she has all these great things that she can do in this matchup, and then you're like, but she also just dies if she gets hit, which is one of those things where, like, you know, you have to really think like, well, all right, what is even going to happen in something like this where I'm doing great for 90% of the match and then I just explode and get hit. So we'll see how NuckleDu's guesses are on defense after the stage switch.
No, I think this one's legal. They're switching.
I heard someone in the crowd go, oof, right at the fears. That was pretty good. Oh, man. Yeah, stage switch. I saw, like, NuckleDu was shaking his head as soon as he saw the stage.
No, sir. Don't like it.
My wallet's not a big fan of that stage.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Locked in. Notice how quick they picked their characters that time? It took a whole 5 minutes to select before, and now it's like, all right, we're in there. We're good.
Where was this? Northwest Majors.
It was in the Northwest.
He gave him the work.
Is that the last time they played?
Yeah, he gave him the work. Northwest Majors. Okay, should be interesting. It was Armika and Cammy.
I mean, not surprising that he was going to try those characters in this matchup versus... I mean, we saw the anti-air already lose versus something like trying Guile or GG, right?
Nice whiff punish on that cannon strike.
Ow. Didn't get the juggle after. Yeah, super high on the dive kick. Gets the punish, but that's like no damage.
No one cares about that single kick. And that was using up half the V-trigger as well.
Yeah, at that point, you might as well try the dive kick into the mix-up. But in this matchup, she just gets in. It's just one of the things that Cammy is going to do against a character like G.
She's going to make you guess over and over and over on defense.
Yeah, and she's going to do button, jump dive kick. Because after those 2 buttons, she's spaced perfectly to just go for it again. Or walk up throw, or walk up button, or whatever she's going to do, you know.
And you really have to take a risk. Are you going to risk that she's going to jump and try and press a button on her, or is she going to just walk back and swing that fierce out?
Yeah.
Ouch!
First time gets knocked down, goes for the uppercut.
Guess for the stun. There it is.
Yeah, heavy kick. No, that'll do the stun anyway. Leveled up and some meter.
V-trigger activated,
yeah, this is V-trigger G.
Oh,
Wake
nice
up
jab interruption. Dude's so good at interrupting.
Back throw anyway. Wake up 3 jabs because 2 is not enough. But didn't end
went
up
for that
mattering.
frame trap roundhouse. There was no stand tech. There was no backdash from Strider. Punched accordingly. You don't see enough people punishing that roundhouse on whip when he doesn't do crouches. But he's in the corner already.
Yeah, it used to be really fast on whip. It's been changed since then.
Nice interruption from Gustavo. Goes straight into the X-Smash. Oh, no punish that time.
Yeah, that was one of those dive kicks where you try to aim so low to the legs that you miss. You know, that's part of the thing about Cammy. You think those dive kicks.
The roundhouse.
Target combo after. Flip out on the backdash. Counter hit. Big damage.
Guess for the stun. Oh, the leg kick.
Yeah, you got counter hit at the very end. And that'll do it. Easy peasy NuckleDu with the cleanup. one of those anti-air situations where maybe Strider was really late or tried something at the very end, like a B-skill or a crouching heavy punch, but already over the top and went for the cross-up. So clean game for NuckleDu there. I think probably unsurprising too that, you know, the time that Strider got in, he got the round, right? And then besides that, he's been kind of struggling to maintain control. Sort of one of those matchups.
Damn, the 2 lights into the low strong.
That time he challenges.
Yeah, and he has to. It's kind of very similar to the situation against Bison in the corner where you just have to make a guess.
Yeah, otherwise you just kind of die. You just sit there and die.
She'll just, it's death by 1,000 cuts as well. She doesn't do huge damage and stun anymore. They kind of nerfed that, but it's just rolling Oki. It's the same situation over and over again.
Yeah.
You have to eventually make a hard move. Buffered light kick takes it to the corner.
Yeah, walk up heavy punch instead of the command throw. These fireballs hurt. They add up, and that's
yeah. The recovery, the V-trigger activation. Got clipped by that powered up fireball.
Yeah, most fireballs you can do it while they're traveling, and it's not a big deal. But that fireball is really fast. You're not reacting to that mid-screen all the time.
When you're powered up as well, when you're leveled up, it hits further than it blocks.
Yeah. That was real high. One of the things about this character, as you mentioned, tall, so you can walk up and block stuff like that.
Yeah. Yep, that's guaranteed.
I think it's a side switch off of it, so V-trigger gone, but it has corner positioning now, which is important in this matchup. Whiffs it.
And he's getting pretty much every time the whip punish on those cannon strikes. You can't be leaving that damage on the table. He's going to be able to close out.
Close to Dizzy. Very, very safe.
Scoop there.
Yeah, it was jab, jab, which is like super, super safe, and then, all right, now it's time for the command throw. Really far. Man, even Strider stealing turns. He was stealing the camera shot for a second. He leaned in and was like, make sure you get a close-up of these pecs.
Round 1.
We got one apiece.
That's right.
Main thing about that is that we see the spacing on the dive kicks has been changing, and because of that, Strider's been walking out of the range of the dive kicks and then walking into them.
Yeah.
You gotta do both. Against dive kick characters, walking forward or backwards is very important for making them whip. Backdash from the throw. Counter hit, but too far.
And as you saw that, he's going to open up a situation where Du's going to be able to just jump in normally. If Strider's not going to commit, yo, that was horrible.
That's one of NuckleDu's favorites, actually. He really likes that. Try to V-skill, hoping to build the V-trigger. That, again, he loves that. That's something that he used to do a lot when he played this character as a side character, is the jump short into the instant EX dive kick to beat throw, or button, or whatever you do. Nobody does in tech there, and just blocks.
Strider's getting hit every time by that cross-up light kick. Block one of it.
Really high. Even on hit, that dive kick, Strider was able to get the counter hit after. Yeah, no anti-air. He's looking for the dive kick, as you mentioned.
Just letting him get away with it. That time, just walk back out of it.
Good anti-air.
The game begins. The wheel turns, and the aerial approach options he changed up. There's the dive kick.
Goes to the other side. Activation.
Just blocks it all out. Happy to do so. I like the jump back air to air.
Yeah, that's a good try. Oh, man. Counter hit close to Dizzy now. Wake up buttons. I think NuckleDu was afraid of the critical art.
Oh!
Big low smash. The jump back, probably expecting a command throw. High again, went for the command throw. He had the hit, but didn't believe.
Yeah, he'd already committed to that grab to close the round out.
And NuckleDu can't stick anything out here. Critical art's available. He can even use that to beat the dive kick as well.
I mean, even if he buffers into EX, that will do it.
Oh, and the regular
Didn't
smash.
even need to use a bar.
It killed. That's the worst part, too, is
900.
Yeah, if there was a pixel left, he would have just spent the critical art. He would have just committed the meter no matter what. Jump in, works with the jumping light kick, and in the corner early is Strider. Jumping light kick. Important that he made it out there, and he tried to jump back twice, but Cammy just runs over and gets in some way.
In that time on the EX counter strike.
Punish.
That is -4.
Yeah, and it was very close, so not like a punish you have to worry about. Presses. That should have been it.
And again, he eats that cross-up light kick.
And again, NuckleDu jumped short instead of the dive kick, went for the throw, and Strider teched again, but the reaction.
EX. We hadn't seen him use that EX spiral hardly at all. It's really difficult to react to that fireball at that range. He's got so many other things that you have to look for. It's not just on its own that fireball's too far to react to with the expired arrow, because it is first frame projectile invincible, so you can kind of do it late-ish.
Yeah.
But there's so much other things that he has at that range to look for.
G's fireball is one of the fireballs where you try to react to it, like you just still end up getting hit too. It hits you so fast, it's very difficult to do. I think the times we've seen him use drill as a punish, whether it's regular or EX, it's been when the fireball is going to whiff or it's going to hit like super late. In the corner already.
All the turns.
Tries to jump out, but gets clipped by the heavy punch in the air.
Yeah, that was kind of fortuitous because he's swinging that fierce in terms of looking for an interruption or a throw tech. Happens to work as an anti-air as well, but that time he gets out with the splash.
Oh, missed it.
Timed.
That's real bad. Could have been worse.
Oh, nice interruption. Was that V-skill?
Yeah, it was the V-skill that NuckleDu went for.
Oh,
Reset.
that time it does work. He went for that jab into a command grab before. He's going to be able to close this out.
Yeah, still had the wheel kick after too, so plenty of damage still left on the table. Very clean from Strider. He's tried that, as you mentioned, with the jab into the command throw a couple times.
Yeah, it's legit, so there's no reason to be put off from doing it just because you get 2 points. Again, a nice punish on that mid-space cannon strike. And this walk back, walk forward, making it difficult for Du to be comfortable spacing these dives. That one's lovely. Oh!
There's the punish he's looking for. He's walking back and going for fierce a couple of times, and it hadn't reached, so I like the crouching medium kick. A little adjustment from NuckleDu. These dive kicks. In the front.
Shins.
Same
once he's
situation.
in the corner, he's completely in control of that spacing, so there's nothing he can do. He has to make hard reads on defense.
Says alive. The bar. Reversal jab.
The
Hits with a low.
second one connected. He went into that anyway, regardless. He wanted the activation.
Yeah, I mean, nothing you can really do there. You just kind of have to eat these dive kicks. One of the issues. No uppercut, no clean anti-air option against.
No V reversal again. He's got a decent V reversal against the future of dive kicks, but just had to hold that pressure.
Man, you can see, yeah, I mean, try to play ground game for a second, and she just jumps in.
Gets out of that corner for free.
Side switch with the EX drill. Baits the throw. And man, NuckleDu Cammy looking fantastic so far, but there's the V-trigger. Wow, no cancel. Missed, but again, the second jab didn't connect, so Strider couldn't get anything.
Strider's still got a lot of that V-trigger remaining. Oh no!
Didn't kill.
He could have got the kill off that! The
V-skill.
anti-air V-skill!
And it's still connected.
Mad plus, that hit so late.
Yeah, but Strider running out of V-trigger now. Has critical art, but that air approach.
Level 1 as well, so he hasn't got access to anything fancy. No, that's going to be it. Low forward activation. Closes it out with cannon spike.
Yeah, clean uppercut for NuckleDu, and honestly played that matchup really, really well. There was a few missed dive kicks, but overall I think the game plan and strategy against that character is clearly very prepared and very polished.